Wow, dude, he's staying still. Look at him.
I gotta figure out how to be a ghost claw.
Don't make him laugh.
No, I mean Carlton's Slender Man, so he's pretty much Ghost Claw right now.
Definitely not a screenshot. I zoomed in on his picture. He's rocking slowly back and forth a little bit.
He doesn't look
Maybe that's his gif.
GIF. Yeah, that's fucking meta as hell.
I swear to God, I'm gonna turn around and he's gonna be behind me.
I'm sorry, did someone say something about gifts?
Party hard.
ESPORTS.
Esports. When was the last time we esports?
BlizzCon, yo. BlizzCon's next.
Esports.
BlizzCon 10 days.
Okay, all right.
Dude, that is
We are
so
back
creepy.
from ads.
All right. Well, we're still waiting on a few people.
That's okay, Neil. We pinpointed everyone in your chat who's using ad block right now.
LOL.
This is Ryan scared of Carlton.
That's Ryan's O face. Don't even worry.
They're eerily similar.
Hmm.
Theodore wants to come out and play.
Oh, is anyone gonna watch the Ender's Game movie this weekend?
Burn it.
Does that come out this
Burn
weekend?
it.
I
That's too
probably
much money
will,
to go
but
see
I
the
heard it
movie.
was really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be bad, but I also
But
heard
the actor
that it was
plays
okay.
Dota.
I heard it was okay actually.
But the actor plays Dota.
Whoa, look at that
Esports.
flip-flopping. It was bad, it was good, it was okay. Come on, what is it?
Formal ZNF.
Second.
Mafia time.
Heard it was okay.
Seeing Neil's face like that's really fucking creepy.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 70%.
That's not bad.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, they've given worse scores.
But Rotten Tomatoes, the definition of Rotten Tomatoes is they do not give scores; they just aggregate scores.
Yeah, true.
They rated things poorly that I thought were really entertaining, though, so I didn't trust them.
You almost ready? So hot.
Sorry, wait, we're still okay. All right, it seems like everyone's back, so we can get started. So, everybody, wake up. So, it was decided that this day, certain people that were not following the theme of Halloween should die. So, the first victim to die, Cameron, walking around with no costume on. Instant.
I was a StarCraft 2 caster. It was a tall white guy with a
He's
blazer.
dead.
Definitely dead.
Clearly, the Mafia did not recognize his whatever.
Well, since StarCraft is dead, he's dead.
And then the next person who was not wearing a costume, Alan, he was trying to seem like he had a costume, but in reality, he didn't have a costume.
Probably Robbie too.
Is that it?
He's dead too.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was the kills for the day.
So, hold on.
Whoa! What the fuck?
What?
Does the
that
shot
means
not go
Cameron
through?
didn't shoot.
No, the shot goes through, right?
He didn't shoot then.
Wait,
Or he-
moderator clarification, just because that's important.
Yes. If the Vigi is killed during the night, but he tries to shoot, the shot will go through.
What, Cam?
Cameron, what the fuck?
God damn it, Cameron.
Maybe he wasn't Vigi.
That's super unlikely, though.
No, what's super unlikely is he wouldn't shoot.
Yeah, it's
What
less than
if he was not Vigi and he was Mafia and Vigi actually shot him without
But he
claiming?
died in
No.
Wait, what? Well, is there a Vigi?
That was scary. That was legitimately scary.
So there, I would say that there's zero chance that Cameron shot Alan. We
I
already
would
know
agree
that.
with that.
So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
there could be a possibility that there's another Vigi and they shot Cameron.
Yeah.
We should have that Vigi come out, correct?
If that's true, yes.
So if there was another Vigi, Storzerg, maybe
Fuck.
you.
Ryan is so
Come on.
sketchy right now.
Why
Ryan
am I
is so
sketchy?
sketchy. He's like trying to get his Mafia teammates to claim Vigi.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I want to
Say
figure
that,
this shit
Mango.
out. And
I'm
if
not
a real
Mafia.
Vigi comes out, then that lets us know what our theory is, and we can look at Cameron as scum and look at who Cameron looked at. It has nothing to do with get a Mafia teammate to come out. I don't
I
think.
mean,
That's how I read it.
Generally,
Okay, so
the
wait,
way
wait,
the
wait,
Vigi's
wait.
gonna play
Let's
this, look.
go quick.
That's a second
Generally,
level play.
Ryan,
Good
it's
job.
kind of a minute point to point that out because generally, what's gonna happen is Vigi's gonna say, "I shot so and so." As soon as the day starts, that's just how you play Vigi. Like, why would you play any other different? That
Dude,
way-
okay, listen. When we play Mafia, there's cops that get lynched without claiming. There's medics who get lynched without. People play
Oh my God.
differently. Nobody plays.
Not in
the-
Wednesdays. Not in Wednesdays. That doesn't.
Yes,
So-
it has happened
Well,
on Wednesdays.
well,
Yes,
actually,
it
here's
has.
my question. Like, if
I
Cameron's
think-
a Vig, right? Why didn't he shoot? That's one thing. But the other thing is, why do Mafia necessarily care if he gets a shot? Like, I feel like Mafia should assume he's going to shoot. So, like,
So Mafia. Here's why Mafia cares, because they don't want him to talk about who he killed.
but I think it would be pretty obvious. Like, if there were okay, we have Alan's dead, right, and Cameron's dead. If let's say Ghost Claw was dead, I think we'd all assume, okay, Ghost Claw was shot.
Wait.
All right.
You know what
Like-
could have happened? You know what could have happened?
There's no way he shot Alan.
A medic save.
no,
just
no.
realized it too.
A medic save.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh
medic could
yeah,
have saved.
medic could have saved Robbie or something.
No,
Say
no, no,
Mango,
no,
you'd say
no,
Mango.
no. I don't think that's what happened. Well,
Who
Why
would
would
the
he
medic
dude?
save?
He
Okay,
was
so-
pretty fucking shot clear. He's gonna kill
No.
Robbie. And
Yeah,
somebody was like, "Robbie's out."
No,
So
the
I
medic
think
wouldn't have saved Robbie.
what I'm thinking right now is maybe Alan was Vigi, and that's why he shot Cameron.
No, because
He
he
was
claimed
Hypno.
Hypno.
I understand that. I understand that, but I think he Alan has done that before, right? He claims another role.
Yeah,
If
but
you're
nobody
saying that, then
counterclaimed
we
him.
can't trust you anymore.
Like, and nobody counterclaimed
No.
Hypno. And Hypno would have had to been
Yeah,
alive.
no. The only way
Yeah, you're throwing yourself
the
under
only
the bus
person in
right
this
now if you
town
do
that I
so
would
don't-
see
don't
doing
even
that
bring
is
it up.
Trump. Prison Trump.
He's muted, but I don't understand how that works. Like, how is Prison Trump Vigi?
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that's the only person that I would believe would do something like that. In this
Trump,
town. I
no,
don't think
Trump
Alan
also
would do
said
that.
the Vigi to not come out,
Dude,
but then he
two
actually
people-
agreed with it, so I don't
Dude, if-
see him being Vigi.
Kiwi has something to say as well. But Mango could go first. I don't.
Brian and
I have a
Rival,
question
we have to vote them off.
No, dude.
Why?
Oh no, it's just so sketchy.
Mango. Okay,
So you think that I just meted that within 10 seconds of Ryan saying that? Come on.
I don't know.
When I
Something was- well,
when I play Mafia,
I think
You're the
we're
one that made the point, and he jumped on my back, dude. Ryan's Mafia. That's how I pulled it out.
we're kind of fucked right now because I think there's 4 Mafia.
I mean, even if there's 3 Mafia, we're kind of fucked. Because KP didn't
Oh
get
my
reduced.
God.
KP didn't get
Mango.
reduced.
Mango, we
Like,
they can't be 4, right?
We're pretty confident KP didn't get reduced, right?
I mean, they could, but they.
We're pretty confident KP didn't get reduced, so we're kind of fucked. Like, straight up.
If
No,
we,
we're not-
this
no,
is-
no, no,
We're not
no.
confident that we're not
If
confident.
there's 4,
There could
if
be
there's
3.
4,
There
it's
could be
Lilo.
3.
If there's 4, it's Lilo. Just
You're right.
so
Yeah.
we know.
If there's
Okay,
4, then it's
what-
Lilo.
what-
There's one point
Guys,
that we
okay,
skipped earlier that we
right
should
now,
really-
right now, if the most important thing is if there's 4, who are the 4? Because we can't proceed. Like,
Well, and/or
if
who's the most
there's a
likely.
chance that there's
If it's
like
4, we
4,
can throw a dart and hit Mafia at this point.
That's not encouraging.
No, that's false.
Are you
There's
saying
like-
that's the dart?
my town circle is bigger than that, so I want to know who I've got wrong.
Who do you want to hear from? Mango's the only one who might hypothetically be confirmed pound.
Hate you, Alan. I know where this is going.
I know the sense. I have a point I want to bring up. Because of the lack of the Vig kill, we kind of skipped over the voting for Neil, and we never went back to the fact that only two people did. Me and Eric were the only ones who did not vote for Neil.
True.
Is that something that's worth bringing up? Because I was kind of agreeing with Neil in that, especially at this point that we're all kind of lost and misguided at this point. I never really had Storzerg in my town circle, and I never really had Trump as like a guaranteed town. I understand that they were playing strong early, but they never did enough for me to really like completely clear them. And I was with Neil because he pointed out, because I got interrupted before I could make my point, that I was suspicious of Ryan. And Ryan hasn't really cleared his name for me. So I'm kind of hovering around definitely Ryan as my top one. Store is a strong possibility. Trump as like a third tier, and Phil's weird for me. I'm also just getting my reads out at this point because I haven't really put my thoughts off for everyone. Phil, I feel like I agreed with him towards the beginning, but I also at the same time felt like he was intentionally like pulling, like trying to get my approval, like he was trying to lead me along. So I'm kind of iffy on him at the moment. And Kiwi, you have your hand up. Go for it.
My question to you is, paint me a worst possible situation for Mafia Alive and literally Lilo with fucked, because that's what I'm concerned about right now.
No, I understand that, right? But like I said, because of the continue.
I mean, one, okay, to be fair, like, there are two things. One, do you think it is worst possible? Two, if so, who are
If you're
they?
typing, ghost call.
Shut the fuck up, typer! Four, carry on with whatever you're going to say. Thank you.
Honestly, I haven't been crazy about any of the votes that we've done. I didn't vote for the first one. Like I said, I didn't really care because Storzerg was the one who brought it up, but I wasn't really on his side. I didn't really care a lot for that vote, even though I didn't know him. Carlton was almost like a suicide one, so he could just kind of be gimmicky with all of his costumes, I almost feel like, because I haven't played with Carlton in 4 weeks, but I've never seen him be outright like that cocky. You guys are saying that's been his new MO, so be it. I just have never seen that. And I kind of
agree.
On principle, I had to vote for him because I could not let someone slip by with that kind of defense. Moving forward with the next lynch on Neil, like I said, I was supporting he nailed Ryan earlier than I did, and I agreed with him on that point. And I also agree with his sentiment that we may be completely misguided because no one's mentioning Trump and no one's mentioning Storzerg as Mafia, and everyone kind of like it's been taboo to mention it, even though they're not confirmed town. It's been like you're in the shit list right away. So I think that's an important thing. That's like a major blind spot. And everyone keeps on going on Rybo, but Neil was the only one besides me who ever had a word for like possibly saying innocence or even neutrality. Everyone else has been kind of on them. So I think we're in that spot.
Hey, Mango.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we've let Mafia slip into our circle.
I don't know. I'm starting to
I think it might be Trump.
Doubt myself a little bit as well, but I'm not sure who it is.
There's a few people that I really trust reads, and Eric, Phil, and Mango, you guys are still alive. You know, we gotta wrap this up, man. Like, we need to tie this together. Like, you guys are my 3 strongest town reads. And I know you and Eric don't necessarily agree with everything, Mango, but I like the way his path is, and you're confirmed town. So I have to believe that you guys are going to be able to draw this to a conclusion.
I think Rybo is Mafia.
Rybo, why don't you tell us
that?
who do you think is Mafia?
I'm just saying, like, I think it's the point where we're in the game where we need to form a fucking plan and we need to stick to it.
Trump, can you take your glasses off, dude? Seriously?
Okay, I seriously had a question for Rob before he finished, because
Go for it, Kiwi. No one's really been pinging me all game, so go for it.
I'm not pinging you. Like,
no, I'm asking if you have a question.
What I want is that I know you pointed out a couple. It just wasn't clear to me. Like, paint me the Lilo picture. Who are the 4 Mafia? Because that's all I'm scared about right now.
There's 4 Mafia right now.
So can I just?
Do you believe that's? Do you believe
like
that's
I said,
possible?
I haven't been confident on the votes.
So
here's my only vote was for Carlton. That was almost on a principal vote.
So with
defense.
Just with Rob, like, do you think we got a Mafia? Like,
I don't. Like I said, I think my only vote that I was confident about was Carlton. That was more of, I think he may have wanted to do costumes or something, because I've never seen him play that like arrogant and just like, oh, go kill me. before.
So if you were to call Carlton Mafia, who would be 50-50,
If Carlton was Mafia, I mean, then there's 3 left. Definitely Ryan, Store, and either Phil, Ghost, or Eric. Or no,
So,
Trump.
okay,
No.
I'm
kind of like.
Give me your top.
I think there's 4.
Help me out because
I mean, I haven't really been in anyone's town circle all game. You want to hear my opinion? I'm more than happy to give it.
I do want to hear your opinion because you haven't been in anyone's town circle.
Who's
Kayla has
typing?
been one of those people too who's been kind of in a town circle, but I haven't really seen why she's been in a town circle. I felt like Kayla. Yeah, I don't understand why she's been in a guaranteed town circle. I think that there's been a lot of less pressure on people for being able to get people to get insight because they've always been like in this town circle since day one, and people haven't been doing reads or thinking outside the box since then.
I have been giving reads.
I know you've been doing stuff, but I'm not sure why several people grouped around you as confirmed town.
If you could rank, that
For
would help
right
me
now, Ryan
personally.
number 1, Storzerg number 2, Trump number 3, Eric or Ghost number 4, and
So I want to hear from Storzer because he's been relatively quiet actually.
He's been playing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that's the other thing with this game. Just because someone mentions your name, that doesn't mean you actually have to talk or get all super defensive. But anyways, I wouldn't say it's been taboo to talk about myself and Trump. I think quite a few people have actually brought it up. One of the first people I was bringing it up pretty heavily was Phil, and I know I'm town, so I was trying to drive Phil towards the right direction. If we're going to be looking at, I guess, possible connections of people, I think we need to be looking for groups of 3. I say that because groups of 3, groups of 4, they really shouldn't matter so much, and I feel less of a chance of throwing in an additional townie as that last 4th person. So going off of that, I think Rob is in my Mafia circle. I would go, I don't know.
Can we phrase the questions just like can we phrase them to me? How confident have you been so far with the previous Mafia lunches? The votes that have been going through. Do you feel like we got 1 or 2 or none or all 3?
Is that directed to me or Kiwi?
Yeah, to you. I'm saying Kiwi structured the questions to me
That's
in a very
the
specific way.
exact same thing I was going to ask.
Okay, I think if we got a Mafia out of all the lynches, I would think Elohim.
Because you formal them, okay.
No, not because
I'm
I
sorry.
formed them.
Let him finish. Let Store.
You don't need to put words in
Leave
his mouth.
Store alone.
and Theodore's with me, and he's very confused as well. But I mean, Elohim, I really do feel if anybody was Mafia out of the people we lynched, I believe it was him. And I've been basing some of my reads off of him because he was so confident that, Eric and Ryozilla were town, and it didn't set right. He wanted to lynch Rybo. Personally, I don't think I've actually given any thought on Rybo all game. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I was actually leaning him more town, but more, I guess, chaotic town, where it's very easy to confuse how he's presenting himself. It's very easy to just lynch him, which is why I said yesterday, if a formal gets put on him, he's dead. There's no way he's not going to die.
I agree with that. I don't think that means anything, though.
Okay,
I'm
so
starting to think Storzerg is kind of scummy now.
I want to say something. Storzerg, I've never seen you play a game where this was literally your reads. Now, you said a bunch of bullshit, but this was your read. I think Rob is Mafia, or I don't know. And that's a direct quote. And that's terrible. You are the person who goes after people with more conviction than I've ever seen anybody go after.
I just want to point out, last time I was town, I got lynched because I wasn't confident enough.
Look, so Store, I don't know if you're doing this. Oh, I'm playing bad town because I'm really medic and I want to hide myself or something like. But I think like today is the day where if you're town, and especially if you're vanilla town or whatever, you need to step up and like. I think it's Rob or I don't know is for me not how I feel town Store plays.
I mean, it's the truth. I don't have strong connections between people as others have. I mean, I have.
But you don't need connections. You're not the kind of guy who needs connections. You're the kind of guy who sees somebody, you see red, and you kill them like a fucking bull.
Okay.
But you're not doing that today.
Okay. I mean, okay. We can also look at generally when I kind of go off in that direction, I usually die early. So I don't really have this confidence later on in the game. And there's been no reason for me. Well, no, there's been no reason for me to die early for this game because we had confirmed town come out and confirmed town die. So, like, there's been no reason for me to die at night. And usually, you know, like, I'm fine with dying at night. You know, I go all aggressive and it doesn't really matter. And, you know, this game, it's been a bit different. I got called out early as town and yeah, I coasted with it. So
you're saying that your play, your town play has been based on self-preservation more than anything.
Self-preservation, maybe you could say that. I would say I'm more going with the flow and I would say I'm more going with the flow, and I did put myself out there on like Phil, for example. Like Phil was definitely against the grain, and I was reading him as town, and I really wanted to put that out there and get Phil.
So I'm asking you, why has your play been so different, and why are you not going ham on somebody? And is that because of self-preservation, or is it because of something else?
I can't answer that question. Like I don't know. Like. I don't think it's self-preservation, but like you're telling me it is. And
no, I'm asking you.
I don't think it's self-preservation. It's just how I've been playing. Eric?
I believe I don't.
Oh, hold on, Kiwi. Eric?
Okay. Mango. Do you trust me as town?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Without us, would you like to add Kiwi to the circle?
Yeah, I would add Kiwi, Kayla.
How sure are you on Kayla?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, because I'm like 75. I'm not 100% like you may be.
No, I'm pretty sure.
There's no formal, right?
Yeah, there's no formal. I'm just talking things out with Mango and trying to.
There's no fucking way Kayla is Mafia. Like, the first thing she said, like, you played
been pretty town.
Why?
Than I have.
I've been pretty quiet, but when I do, the stuff I had said, like, I had opinions that went against the grain, and I would point out when things were saying, like, people were saying something not worth it.
Kayla said two things. I don't remember what she said day one. I know it was against the grain. And I know day two, she went against Neil. I just know that, like, it doesn't make any sense at all.
So, okay, so let's add Kayla for now. Okay, so that leaves 7 people, okay? That leaves 7 people. I think the safest kill right here is Phil. Because
that's what I've been saying.
We're in a Lilo situation, and he's not helping us at all.
Before we get to Phil, I have the same questions I had for Rob for Storzo. Storzo, 3 questions. Have we hit a Mafia? Who was the Mafia? And if we haven't hit a Mafia, who are the 4 Mafia?
Okay. Well, first 2 questions.
Slow if you want.
First 2 questions, Elohim. I think we hit a Mafia. It was him. I am inclined to think we hit a Mafia. And yeah, that would be him. As for the 4 remaining.
So if you think I'm not gonna, like, everyone says, like, oh, dig your own hole. whole. So if you hit Elohim or Elohim or whatever happened, so there are 3 left. So you don't believe this is lynch or lose right now. Like, you're not worried at all.
I think it is.
You don't have like this sneaking suspicion in the back of your head that we might get fucked right away as soon as we vote?
Like, I'm approaching it as if there's at least 3 Mafia. Even if there's 4, like, I really don't see much of a difference. I feel it's lynch or lose regardless.
Because okay, here's the thing I feel, and this might be drunk town speaking, but I feel like I've got this thing in the back of my head, and it's just saying to me like, town's getting fucked right now, and that if we vote someone wrong, then we're fucked. I mean, if you don't have that, I could just be wrong and I could be paranoid, but I just want to clarify whether or not you have that.
Okay, so yeah, you know, I'm paranoid. I'm worried about that, right? I mean, I really feel Elohim was Mafia. I mean, start of the day.
I formal stores, Eric.
Oh my, Mango, get
I will
off.
second
Hold on, wait.
that.
Can I ask one question before you do that?
Well, no one seconded, so it's not
Okay.
I seconded, but
Oh, you did?
go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Before, we gotta go through Ryan before we start.
Ryan, go.
Okay, so question to Eric. Eric, how do you feel about me right now? Like, if I'm town or if I'm Mafia, what percentage am I?
I think like 70% Mafia.
Okay, so why did you get off of me? So like, here's what happened. I was your strongest read like yesterday, and then you guys heard my defense, and everybody was like, "Yeah, I believe Ryan," right? And now you're off of me, and I don't know why you're off of me, and you're going on to Phil. The only reason I can see that you're going off of me is because you think a vote won't pass. But other than that,
that's
I don't.
not why. The reason why I don't want to go on you is because I don't want to put Lilo on a 70%.
So you're higher than that on Phil.
Yes.
And my second question is, how do you feel on Store?
He's up there. He's about with you right now.
70% Mafia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting Phil at about 9 right now.
Okay.
Okay. Is the formal go on me now?
Formal story, and you're seconded.
Okay, so this is at Mango. What did you think of the questions that were being directed at me from Ryuzilla? In particular, when he was talking about self-preservation and saying that I could be medic.
So I was thinking 2 things. Either he's Mafia and you're town or medic, and he was trying to bait that out of you, or that you're both Mafia and then he was trying to lead you to say that you're medic. I don't know.
So you're wrong about both of those, because in both of those scenarios, I'm Mafia.
Yep.
So you need to understand. You need to understand that your read is incorrect. The real read is that I am town, and I'm not asking him to come out as medic. I'm just asking him to stop. If he is, I'm asking him to stop playing shitty so that he doesn't die.
But
I'm saying for him to get more
guys.
But
if you think we can let him talk first, please. Like, don't give all the sides of the argument.
All right. Store, go.
That's
Okay.
formal anyway.
Yeah, but like I do want to continue on like this discussion that Ryuzil brought up, and I want to point out that if he's Mafia and I'm Mafia, right, and him bringing it up, like, what real point is it bringing it up on today when it's Lilo? Well, I guess if there were 4 Mafia alive and I was with those guys, then I guess it would kind of make sense for me to claim, because then I'm off the table and easier chance to lynch somebody else, or they find the medic. But
the town vibe I got from you with round 1, the frustration, like, I haven't felt anything the last 2 rounds, like, from you at all. And I've just been going off that round 1 read, and you haven't done anything to help town. You've been like, after I put you in the circle, you just sat back and done
This is what I've been saying the entire past day.
I really like to interject right now, just because my one concern is that one of the few things I asked you about was whether it was Lilo or not. And you said it wasn't Lilo. You said we got Elohim or Elohim. And now you say it could be Lilo.
Because I don't know. I have to approach it that way.
But you didn't approach it that way 5 minutes ago when I asked you.
No, I disagree. I answered your question.
Okay.
And I said, yes, it could be
prove it.
Lilo, and yes, we should approach it as Lilo. But do I think we got a Mafia? Yes. Like,
okay, I'm gonna just say this to you, like, convince the fuck out of me that you're town, and you're good.
okay. Dude, I don't know what to do right now, okay? Like, I got Ryan who's trying to bait out some kind of shit from me. I don't get what that was. And I found that really suspicious why he even brings up the word medic right now. Like, I find that really suspicious, okay?
Is there a formal on? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there is a formal on me. I'm really suspicious of Rob. I kind of lost that right now because I'm busy with myself right now. Phil, I don't know what to think about you now. Like, I've been trying to push you in the right direction, and I do believe your town, and you've been going against me ever since day one. So
I find it interesting that you keep trying to say that you've been trying to push me in the right direction.
I have been trying to push you, especially on
It's
day
almost
one.
like I was in the right
let him
direction.
finish.
And you were trying to push me in the wrong direction.
But you were
Anyways,
wrong
for the
about
record-
me, and I'm town, so I wanted to push you in the right direction. Like,
That's not something we do as Mafia. Mango, for the record, I'm back on my gold train of kill
What about
Star,
now?
kill Trump, kill Ghostclaw.
Okay.
you are so wrong about me, Phil. Like, and
Alright,
Mango,
so-
okay, you had this initial read on me, okay, right?
Yeah.
I had genuine frustration about how the game was going, or about whatever instance, okay? And that was right. I had genuine frustration, and you read that correct. And I am town. Like, I have been coasting right now. Like, I've been kind of skirted underneath, the floorboards or whatnot. But right now, we need to be lynching a Mafia, and I don't see myself in any of these circles right now. I should have spoken up on Neil, because I feel when Neil is Mafia and he does push on somebody, like his initial push on Cameron would have been a Mafia push. If he was Mafia, he would have been pushing on Cameron as Mafia as well.
But you didn't talk at all yesterday.
I know I didn't talk at all. I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not denying it. Like, I'm not here on a soapbox bitching about, other people not talking or whatnot. But, like, I should have talked more about Neil. I didn't think it was going to landslide like that. And it kind of got pushed a little fast for me to actually kind of get around off my playing with sword steel, okay? Like,
Neil defended himself for a while. I don't know how you could say like it went too fast.
no.
All right, so
Like-
let's
The
hear from
approach from him talking, and then
What'd
the
you say,
approach to, okay, let's end the vote now.
All right,
That
let's
one
hear-
kind of sudden, and there was no reason for me to interject at that point once the formal had been set, or not the formal, but once the vote had been called.
All right, Trump, go.
Okay. Yo, I'm going to hard defend my brother.
Fuck yeah, Trump!
Storzerg
We're
here.
gonna. Oh yeah.
Okay, Storzerg is actually one of my top town reads, and I also believe that we have lynched one Mafia, either Carlton or Elohim. I don't know which one. I think it might be Elohim. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter which one was Mafia because Storzerg hard pushed both of them. That's it.
Sorry, Trump. I know this is. You voted for Neil, though.
Ghost Club, please mute.
Someone stop typing!
I'm not typing. I swear.
Go ahead.
It's not about store, so I should just stop. You voted for Neil.
I did.
And
That
you
seems to be
mentioned him
relevant.
as someone you're confident of.
All right, so two of the people who are just constantly nodding and agreeing, yeah, let's get store, are Phil and Ghostclaw. Those are two of my stronger.
I'm the one bringing up arguments here.
I wouldn't vote store.
You
I wouldn't vote store. I would not vote store.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I would not vote store. Straight up.
This trifecta here is so suspicious.
I can talk more about this, but keep going.
Like you
All
three
right,
vote
well,
were
Phil
on the
then.
Elohim train too.
Mango?
I mean, so at this point, I think the safe play is to hedge our bets and to vote off store.
No,
that is
No,
not
that's
hedging
not
our
that
bets. That is the opposite of hedging
No.
our bets.
I think
Mango.
Phil is the best one.
Mango.
Yeah.
Mango. I understand what you're doing, but I want to form a bigger town circle before we go through with this vote, and I think I know a few ways to do that. So can we rescind this for now?
Yeah, if you've got a town circle, then we should rescind.
Mango's the one who opened up the formal, however, so. I think.
Mango, it could
Fuck.
be.
It's fine.
So I have
Hey,
a
let's talk.
I rescind. I rescind. I rescind.
We're in a really awkward spot, but
Can I have a few minutes?
Go, Eric.
Eric,
Okay.
Hold on. Kayla had something.
just let
we started
Eric.
talking before. It's okay.
I thought. Okay.
So, Ryzilla, how do you feel about Phil?
He is number 2 on my kill list.
Who's number 1?
Well, it was Store. Like Store, I just really don't like the way you're playing, man. Like, I don't know why, huh? I don't know, but Store and Phil, I don't like either of them. I think Rybo might have disconnected for a while. I forgot he was even in the game for a minute. But
How do you feel about Rybo?
I did DC. My internet's been
I
chopping
don't
out.
like Rybo.
How do you feel about Trump?
I like Trump.
Robbie?
I mean,
Ghost Claw?
I've rolled the entire game, and I've said Rybo the entire game, and I'll keep
No,
saying
I'm
Rybo.
asking Ryzilla what your read on you is.
All right, yeah.
I think he's okay. I think he's town.
How about Rob?
Rob is probably town.
So who's your mafia? It's Phil, Storzerg, and Rybo. Is that what you're saying? Who's number 4?
He didn't mention me.
So there has to be a 4th because I pushed both first aid lynches.
So understand something. Like, when I'm picking these people out, they're all individual reads. I'm not saying that I feel like these 4 are connected together. But the 4 people I'm most scared of in the game would be Phil, Store, Rybo, and Eric.
Who did you vote for? Who
Yes.
did you vote for? And do you
Say that
think
one
they
more
were
time.
Mafia?
I
Phil,
heard the Eric thing. I don't know how
Store,
he got so
Rybo,
twisted.
and Eric. Because Eric, I feel like you got placed into a town circle way too early, way too strongly, and so you are my paranoid town person, and then the other 3 are Phil, Store, and Rybo.
Okay. Phil, same thing. How do you feel about Ryzilla?
I'm fine with him. He makes a lot of sense.
Okay. What about Storzerg? You think he's mafia?
Yes.
Okay. Rob?
For who?
No, I'm asking Phil how he thinks about Rob.
I would not be upset if he died because he talked maybe once or twice yesterday, and I don't condone that kind of behavior in a Mafia game. Same with Ghost Claw.
So you want to lynch somebody for not talking in Lilo?
I said yesterday, not today.
He's saying right now.
I mean, like,
It's right now.
I go back to my old
I'm
method.
saying if you had to kill somebody right now and it was Rob on the line, would you vote for him?
Yes.
Okay, how about Trump?
If it was Lilo on the line, would I vote for him?
Yeah.
No.
Then how about Ghost Claw?
Yes.
Rybo?
Yes.
Kiwi?
No.
Kayla?
No.
Would you vote Eric?
No.
I was about to say, why don't you ask him about yourself?
Okay, like, was
So
anyone paying attention during Ryzilla's thing? Because I swear to fucking God, I picked up something and then I forgot it. Because there was an error in like the number of people, the number of Mafia that were still alive.
So I think your claim was that you think there's only 3 Mafia and Storzerg's one of them, yet Storzerg went hard on the other 2. Is that what you're talking about?
Like, honestly, I can't tell you. I'm I feel like there was something he said that was like, I feel like he claimed 4 Mafia, and then he said there were 3.
He said
Mango, I think
and
the
then was
Mafia.
asked.
Mango, I think the Mafia is Ryzilla, Phil, Robin, Rybo.
So you're gonna put all of us? How are you gonna put in circle when we just?
No, that makes a lot of sense. Like,
So explain your reasoning and your thought process behind that.
that's the one group. The other group is that it's Store Zerg, Trump, Ghost Claw.
So
something
for
like
example,
that. If you're because it's based on the Elohim votes. That's essentially where you're coming from too. You think that
I want to hear
Elohim
from
was Mafia,
Mango.
and that the
I want
Mafia
to
wasn't
hear
voting.
what
for
is
him.
the worst case scenario? What's the safest we can be?
Okay, so
what?
I kind of agree with Eric here in that like our town circles are pretty much the same right now. It's me, Kayla, Eric, and yourself, Kiwi, right? So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, right?
Yeah.
And he broke it up into 2 groups, right? It's either Ryan.
It was a group of 4 and a group of 3.
And Rob is the last on that, by the way. But I'm just putting him as a potential 4th.
Right.
Gotcha.
Or it's Trump, Ghostclaw, and Storzerg, which is a pretty strong group if one of them's Mafia. Like, it's very likely that the others are Mafia, but I'm with Eric in that I think it's more likely that it's the other group, that it's between Ryan, Rybo,
I'm just going to
Phil,
say this right now. For my peace of mind, it would actually be really beneficial if Eric, Kayla, and Mango could talk about the potential 4-person group, because that's the group I'm most worried about. Like, if it's the 3-person group, we've got another day, and we know who that is, and if it gets to that other day, then we just kill those fucking people.
Honestly, I've said it multiple times. I really think Phil and Rybo are really suspicious at this point. I think Rob's pretty safe. He's hard to read though because he's done it before, where he seems super fucking town. Like he's really good at defenses, but his felt genuine to me.
I'd be so okay with voting Rybo.
I'm worried about the 4.
I'm just saying.
4 would be me, Ryan, and Rob. That's probably most likely for the 4.
I think Rob is clear. I'm honestly, it's really between Ryan, Trump, and Store for me. Like as the person that I'm not sure on as being the final Mafia. I think Huey's pretty safe. Eric, I'm just kind of confused how you became so confirmed town. I feel like that kind of I missed that somehow, which is my fault. I'm not paying enough attention.
You just have to kind of trust me on this one.
So
you always make me nervous when you say that. But
I just want to.
There's no other way I can put it, but I think Mango knows what I'm talking about. Like at this point,
you don't have to.
At this point, if I'm Mafia, all is lost. Like.
No, don't.
No way, man.
Say that because
no, I don't want to even. Yeah, let's just ignore that. But I want to say my 2 points. 1, I'm still most confident killing Ryan, and 2, I am the only person that's ever really outwardly spoken up for Rybo. Not that I even think he's necessarily innocent, but the fact that no one has ever put him in a clear circle besides Neil, who is now lynched off. Store was neutral at best. On day 1.
And then you put me in your Mafia circle day 2 and
Right, that's
day
what I'm saying. Like Store's neutral at best, and that's why I feel like.
So I'm in every single person's Mafia circle here.
But you know what? Like keep on going with your points, because since I'm not in that town circle, I don't want to.
Here's the thing. Don't ever say like, oh, well, if we follow Mango games, because that's when the fucking game is lost. Like
I understand, and that came out the wrong way.
I don't doubt you, but don't fucking give up. This game is fucking winnable.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. Because I really think that he's someone we should go for.
Can we just talk for a little bit longer?
Okay.
So here's the problem I have with the circle, Eric, and that's because that I am in the other circle, and if I am Mafia, then I'm bussing everybody in that group that you think I'm Mafia with. My style as Mafia is to only bus somebody when they're playing really bad, and I think they're gonna die anyway. Now, if I'm Mafia with Phil, Rob, and Rybo, I don't think any of them are playing a terrible Mafia game.
Who was your number 1 again?
Who do I want to kill the most?
Yeah.
Robin.
It was Store. Now I'm not sure. It's Store or Phil. After Store gave his defense.
So that's the reason why I think that you may have said that is because you're thinking if we kill Store, it's game over. It doesn't matter who I say after that.
What? If I thought killing Store would end the game, then I wouldn't add Phil into that mix.
Why
I
not?
would continue going.
It reduces suspicion
So
off
if
you.
I was Mafia
zero
with
faith
Phil,
in the
right?
two
If
of
I was
them already
Mafia with
lynched.
Phil, then I wouldn't bring Phil into the possibilities. I would stay on Store.
So okay,
I mean, that
Eric,
kind of doesn't mean anything. But
Eric, I know
Eric.
that we divided into 4 and 3, but I think it's more likely that it's 3 and 3. To be honest
I'm not so sure about that, but okay.
Okay, Mango, if you're fucking sure, but I don't want to take that fucking risk because.
What the fuck? Is that your boyfriend, Neil?
That's his brother.
That's his.
Okay.
Like,
see.
Okay, Mango. Here's
Yeah.
my thing right now. I think it could, like, if it's 3 and 3, that's great. But if it is 4, like, we can't ignore that. Like, if it's 3, then we can miss Lynch and we're still live, right?
I really don't think it's 4.
Math, like,
But I
right?
really don't think it's 4 though. I really
No,
Well,
I
then it's
agree.
probably
I agree.
Which is why.
and Phil, I think.
So you're gonna put all 3. I think Ryan and Phil are both extremely suspicious, and they're my top 2 Mafia. So
See, the thing, Eric and Mango.
First Ribo, I would go for Phil first, and then Ryzilla.
I think it was one of Elohim and I think we got a Mafia on day
Do
one.
we all believe that Phil is suspicious at this point? Because if we are Lynch and lose and he isn't suspicious, the game ends anyway.
Well,
so we can have this conversation the next day if we are right.
I'd rather lynch Storzerg or Ribo, one of them.
So the thing is, Eric, your Mafia group, this is why I don't believe that the Mafia is like Ryuzilla, Rob, and Ribo. It's because the 4 of us are like going against each other, while Storzerg, Trump, and Ghostclaw are not saying anything. They're not saying anything about each
I'd
other.
rather lynch
They're just
Storzerg.
pointing the fingers
Let
at
him
the
talk.
4 of us.
Let him talk.
And that's
Let him talk, yeah.
that's why I have a problem with you and Mango saying that it's Rob, Ribo, and MLG Ryan. And that's why you said gun to my head, if it's Lilo, would I kill Rob and Ribo? I said yes.
Phil, my
But honestly,
question,
no. Yes.
my question to you is the same questions I raised to Rob. Like, do you think there's 4? If not, who did we kill? Otherwise, who are the 3 left?
I think there's 3. I think Neil was Mafia. That's
what?
You
gun
think
to my
Neil's
head.
Mafia?
Okay,
Gun to my
let
head.
him finish.
Everybody voted for him except for me and Rob.
Let him finish.
If that's not, then there's 4.
He thinks there's 3, otherwise Neil. If it's not Neil, who are the 3?
See, as far as Eric and Mango, it's Ghostclaw, it's Trump, and it's Store. That makes more sense. The problem is, and like I totally understand that, like Rob's kind of suspicious, MLG is suspicious, or MLG Ryan's suspicious in his own ways. I don't think he's Mafia, and Ribo's suspicious in his own ways. I understand that, and that's why I said the gun to my head, would I shoot them at Lilo? It's like, yes, I still would say
I
that.
formal Storzerg again.
Oh
No. I second.
I don't believe that.
No.
Okay. Okay, I want you to walk through your accusation on me, including the groups. Okay.
I'll do it if he doesn't.
So. All right. So there's 2 groups, right?
Yeah.
Trump, Ghostclaw, and Storzerg group, right? Are more cohesive as a group, just because Trump is outright defending you. Ghostclaw is saying he won't vote for you, right? The other group, it's a mixed bag, right? It's like they're kind of bussing each other a little bit, right? So it's not quite as cohesive. And so far, my reads have been wrong this game because we've probably only killed 1 Mafia, if that. So I'm willing to, for this round only, go with the other group, right? Because
So you want to go with the group of 3 people versus the group of 4?
No, but I still think it's 3 versus 3. I think there's only 3 Mafia. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, quick question to you, Mango. Which Mafia have we killed, if we killed one?
I still think it was Carlton, personally.
Like,
okay, Storzerg led a charge on Carlton.
He led it on everyone, right? I mean, but by leading, he just called the formal, right? It's not like he actually provided analysis and said, you know, I'm
Okay,
pushing
fuck
this guy
it.
because
New mod is up in this. Get this fucking formal over with. Seriously, let's do it.
Mango, the reason I
This
don't
is so
like this.
tedious.
Mango, the reason I don't like this is because I trust this group more.
Did ZNF pull a Gilbert?
We've had
Oh,
them
is
as
this
down.
is this Storzerg's formal because he
yes,
is the
this
best.
is okay. Oh, okay. So, like, here's the thing. I actually did provide input on Carlton and Elohim. Okay, I gave my own opinion on
You did
Elohim.
nothing yesterday. You haven't done
Okay,
anything,
get
so
off.
help you out.
Okay, shut up, Phil.
But
Okay,
that means
I
more
really
than
don't
shut
like
up,
the
Phil.
defense. Hold on.
All right,
Like,
bros,
seriously.
be kind. Skeeter, this is his defense.
So, I did push on Elohim. I did give my reasoning, and I did give reasoning on Carlton. I did call him out, saying that it was bullshit that he could do what he was doing, and that he was baiting a lynch, and that I was going to take the bait and I was going to lynch him. Like, I did say that. Like, if you want to say, okay, that's bad town play or whatnot, but like, I went with that, okay? And I did go for the push on him, and I said we should fucking lynch him because he's baiting us, okay? Like, to say I wasn't pushing or to say I didn't provide anything at all is bullshit, okay? So I pushed on both those first day lynches. So if you think there's a mafia in there, like, come on. Secondly, like, Trump, like he is defending me, okay? And I really think you should listen more on him, on his defense on me, regardless if he is town or mafia. Because I know I'm town, and he's actually giving the right statement about me. Ghost
Well,
Claw.
I actually like your defense right now a lot more than the first time in this round. I really didn't like your initial defense, but I want to hear Trump.
Okay, so you seem to have broken it down into two groups of three, or maybe a group of three and a group of four. I'm going to defend Storzerg by introducing another group of three, which I believe you might have missed, because here's what I think. I think that I can't think of a Mafia team which does not include either of Phil and Rybo. I think those two are Mafia, and there might be one more, there might be two more. I think there's one more, but those two. And then I think the third is Ghost Claw before you think there's some Trump Ghost Claw Storzerg circle.
Okay, sweet.
So then
Okay,
Elohim was Mafia.
Yo, this is the
Elohim was
prison
Mafia.
guard. Yo, this is the prison guard stepping in for prison Trump. We're gonna vote if
I have
Storzerg is
one
done.
final thing.
Mango, can you
Wait,
rescind, please?
I have one
I want to
final
hear from
thing.
Kiwi.
Kiwi, this is not legit. I will cut you off. This is not about Storzerg.
No, this is about Storzerg. I'm wanting to know how solid are you on Storzerg, because I don't want to fucking die and have game over.
So it's only game over if there's 4 Mafia, right? I think it's very unlikely.
If
We
it's
can't
not,
spare any missed lynches, and I think Storzerg is one.
if it's 3 and 3, then potentially can. I don't want to get
There's
off
11.
topic.
There's 11 people we miss lynch, right? It's 10. And if there's still 3 Mafia, we're down. They kill 2 people. We're down to 8, right?
Mango's playing the numbers.
It's 5. It's 5 on 3 the next day, right?
Okay, so we're playing numbers. If we're playing the numbers.
I want to see.
Oh,
I want to see this
it's
go to a
fine to
vote.
put the numbers, Mango, but you just said I gave a good defense, and I hope that makes you think I'm more town now, and that I'm not worth the lynch today, because it is a miss lynch to go on me.
Well, okay. I want to see. I want to see it go to vote, though.
I want to see this go to vote.
Why? Why?
We're voting. We're voting.
Oh my god.
Tim, count it out. Tim,
We're going to vote. We're going to
Fuck
vote.
it, I'm medic.
We're going to vote.
Fuck
We're
oh,
in 3,
fuck.
2,
Pause.
Okay.
Pause.
one.
Pause.
Rescind.
Doesn't matter.
Rescind.
Pause.
Fuck you
Mango,
guys.
Phil,
Fuck you guys.
please.
No.
Pause.
Rybo. Let's form a Rybo.
Stop.
Okay,
Stop.
why do you
Let's
want to formal
not
me, Mango?
formal anybody.
Let's talk this
Storzerg, who
through.
are your saves?
You
Okay.
guys
wait,
have...
so who'd you save?
Store, who are your saves?
Who are my saves? Let's
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
No
Hey,
checking
save
Skype. No fucking checking Skype.
Oh wait, no.
No, this is bullshit because you've been holding this in your pocket for like the
Do
past
it
10
off the
minutes if you
top
knew
of
we were
your
about to pull
head.
it out. I can't
Come
believe
on.
you didn't know it
I didn't think I was gonna have to pull it out.
No
I thought he was gonna rescind. and
Shut
then
up!
he said,
Everybody,
"No,
shut
go,
up!
go, go."
Store reads. That's it.
Okay. Phil, Unctuous, Mango.
Those your reads?
Saves.
Saves.
Oh, saves. Okay.
What are your reads then? Because you're gonna die. So what are your reads?
I'm not gonna. Well,
You're gonna die.
Okay.
You're gonna die. So we might as well listen to your reads now. Again, for the 15th time, because you're gonna die.
I don't care.
We gotta
I
vote
mean,
now.
our
Can we
list
get a vote
choice
now?
is easy. I
Can
think
we
it
get
should
a
be.
vote now?
Well, no. A vote on what?
It got rescinded.
It got
Okay.
yours.
Okay.
You're not
So
getting good.
I just want to point out how Ryuzilla was really trying to force shit on me. Like the claim, whatnot, like doesn't make sense if I'm Mafia.
I
like,
didn't
well,
want you to claim. What I'm saying
yeah,
is,
you were forcing that
listen.
shit, though. Like I don't care.
Storzerg, as town, I recognized your pattern of the fact that you tend to.
So why the
purposely
hell
play
would you
that.
bring up the thought of medic?
I didn't want to call you out as a role. I was just saying step your
But you
game
did.
up. No,
But you
I
did.
dude,
Okay.
If I
he
did,
had, then you wouldn't have been
yeah,
formal.
if I had, you wouldn't have been lynched. You wouldn't have been formal.
I'm forcing you to sleep.
Tim,
Like,
Tim,
I'm not
you're
even
robot.
kidding. You've had like 2 hours.
Tim,
and
Zenith is back.
Thank you.
Guys, let Mango talk. Come on, let's go.
Right now.
So I think we need to lynch either Phil or Rybo.
Yes.
That's what I've been
Yeah, I
saying for like ever.
I formal Phil.
What were
Okay, I second.
Okay. Failed defense.
Suck it, Phil. That's my accusation.
Suck it.
Although, Mango, you don't want to listen to Store's reads before this, or do we just not give a shit?
No, I mean I just want to hear Phil's defense, and then we'll go to vote.
Okay, sure.
So I think you guys should consider like who's been talking. Oops.
Suck it, Phil.
Guys, it's been already a long
So-
game.
Yeah, no, I'm like literally
Dying.
So I believe Storzerg, and so I guess my theory is out the window. So Mafia is Rob and Rybo and Ghostclaw. I would bake my life on it now. Trump might be the last one, but that's a very rare scenario. I don't think it's likely there's 4 Mafia alive, for what it's worth. I don't think Rob. I think pretty sure Rob's Mafia because he didn't do anything yesterday. Pretty sure Rybo was Mafia because he was quiet all today throughout the discussion, and he's only talked when someone has brought up his name. I, on contrast, have been doing stuff for the town. Even if my theory was all wrong for the past 2 days, at the end of yesterday, I was on board with the Mango theory because at the end, Rob and Rybo were looking more scummy than Trump and Storzerg. And when Trump and Storzerg talked at the end of yesterday, after I brought up my complaints about them, I believed them more so than Rob and Rybo. That is because Rob did not talk very much. Rybo did not talk very much. Both guys have been sitting around passive. Ghostclaw, I'm pretty sure, is Mafia as well because he did that thing where he's like, Phil, you haven't seen my play as town, so I know you're wrong. In fact, I have seen your play as town, and it's definitely not this. Yes, Kiwi.
Phil, very quickly, I would like you to describe your play as town. If you were perhaps pro town, how much percent would you be pro town?
That sounds like a way too long explanation. We're going to vote right now. We're going to vote.
Wait. Before we do that, Phil, why do you not think Ryzilla is Mafia?
Because he makes a lot of sense when he talks.
That sounds great. Okay, we're going to vote. 3,
Also, because
2,
Whoa.
1.
Obviously, like Tim, I understand that you want this to go faster, but
We're in like the middle of something.
Chill.
You guys are literally terrible and Mafia's literally terrible.
Which one of you is the
Also,
mod?
mod is
One of
awake,
you
so
should
shut up, Tim.
One of you should turn off your camera. I don't know which one is the mod, but
Tim is
it's
currently
confusing.
modding. Oh,
All
wait.
right,
so
so I still want to lynch Phil eventually, but I'd almost rather lynch Rybo. I mean, that's my thing.
I understand your concerns about Ryzilla.
Yeah, I call the
I see
formal,
where they're
but-
coming from.
Okay,
I'm just
Mango,
banking on the other
tell
3
me
more
the
than him.
circle. Tell me the circles. So
What? My circle hasn't changed except
Dude, the
that
circle
Storzerg is in it.
hasn't changed.
Are they together?
Look, I'm gonna defend myself real quick in the middle of his, unless you're gonna resend. So if you're gonna formally,
Well, you
let's go.
shouldn't defend yourself during his formal.
Yeah.
Well, then resend and do something.
Or
Are
just
we
like
going
Whatever, let's just vote on
The
Phil.
people
Let's
in
just
the
vote
lead
on
of the
Phil.
Let's vote on. Let's go on. Let's vote on Phil.
Yeah, let's vote on Phil.
Let's vote on
Just
Phil.
remember who's talking, who hasn't been talking, unless they've been pressured.
Like you.
No, I've been talking a lot. I've been sitting here
No,
telling you
you
guys that
haven't.
Storzerg and Trump is
Removing
the
the
Mafia.
Phil, before you potentially die, your reads on Mafia are X.
Rybo, Rob, Ghostclaw. I would kill them It doesn't even matter the order. I would kill those three.
Ribo, Rob, Ghost Score.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's what you should be killing. Because those three haven't contributed anything to the game. Ribo
So,
kind of has. But Rob and Ghostclaw haven't done anything.
Okay, let's
go. Okay. All right. We're gonna vote on Phil. All in favor of killing Phil. In 3, 2, 1. Raise your hand.
Shit.
Seriously, no.
All right. Phil is dead. Everyone go to sleep. One, do your thing. Neil, run ads if you need to. Yeah.
Oh my god, 3 1-hour days in a row. Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on? I don't think we can get a second game in here. It's almost 10. A second game might work. Might work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Are we running ads? Or can we start the day whenever everyone's done?
Yeah, I started an ad.
Okay, that's fine.
Give people time to go to the bathroom, get water, etc.
Did you say give people time to see Kiwi? Because that's what I believe you said.
Please enjoy some nice Hearthstone in case you guys don't have a beta key.
Good times. Where's Carlton? We need like a ghost thing.
Fuck me.
Tim, let's Dota tomorrow.
Earthshaker for life.
So chat, I'm just here by myself doing my thing. I guess everyone else is being lame. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to mute the sound so we don't get in trouble by YouTube or something. And we're going to redo this. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we go. Oh, that's not the right thing. Damn it. We're going to try something. We're trying something. I guess we're not doing it, guys. Whoops,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, I'm saying it's weird that
Fixed,
Mango and
fixed.
Storm are
Sorry,
both
sorry,
alive.
chat.
Okay, so here's the deal. There's exactly 3 Mafia left in this town. We need to figure out who those 3 are.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, we got pretty good odds. Okay.
What did you save, Sort?
Who did I save? Save
Last
Kiwi.
night. That's weird.
You saved me.
Why wouldn't you save
Really
Mango?
weird.
Wait, who'd you save?
Because I had to repay a debt. Kiwi knows the debt I had to repay, so.
Okay,
I mean,
look,
well, here's the deal. Like,
I
Mafia are gonna assume I'm gonna save Mango, right? Because Mango is the confirmed town, right?
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, if potentially
You
there are 3
eradicated at one
Mafia,
level,
they're gonna
yeah.
go and shoot, right, in other directions, right? And which they did. I was expecting myself to die, of course, but I guess, leaving me alive puts a lot of suspicion on me. But I went out and I put a save on Kiwi because I thought he was being probably one of the higher targets of being shot.
No way, dude. No way.
You can criticize me for what it is, but here's the deal. Like, this is what happened.
Mango and Eric.
Like,
So let me explain
I
what
may
I think.
be
Go ahead.
a maniac, but I feel like at the very least, Store made a play.
Like,
sure.
It would have been easy if I'm fake claiming. I just say I saved Mango, right? Like,
No, so
I
here's
say
what
I
you
saved-
did. Here's what you
like,
did.
This makes no
To
sense.
be honest, I
Like,
don't know why you
come
wouldn't
on.
save Mango.
Here's what you did. So
Let's hear what
what I think Store did is he wasn't prepared for who did you save for whatever reason. We asked him, and he looked to the person right next to him in Zoom and goes, Kiwi. And then he goes, I had to repay a debt and say some weird shit that makes no sense. Like, that's really weird.
Okay. If you don't, I understand you don't know what that means. Kiwi knows what that means. So
Kiwi, does that make sense?
Okay, wait. It does make sense, but both of
this
you
game.
make sense. One, I want to confirm one thing because when I was medic, I saved Store as top the entire game.
But that was on a
From
15-person
3-1-1.
3-1-1.
That being said, currently I'm not right next to Store in Zoom.
Yes, you are, but you're looking at your own. But look at the,
That's why I'm
Okay.
saying. So I can see both sides of the argument. I can definitely see what Store's saying. I do not think I was the best chick. I like being alive. I love that, and chat loves that. But
like, let's be honest. Like, I actually thought Kiwi was actually doing a good job of helping out town, right? And I wanted him to be in the next day. Okay. Eric, he had some shroud of suspicion on him from some people, right? But like, I didn't think Eric would have been the one shot, right? And Kayla, I guess she makes sense. She would have been a good person to save as well. I'm more inclined to believe Phil, since 3 people died, and that our course should be looking at Ghost Claw, Rob, and Rybo.
he pointed out Ryan.
No,
Robbie,
not Ryan.
And Rybo.
It was Rob.
But
Ghost Claw,
Rybo
and
is definitely
Rybo.
suspicious for
Mango,
questioning me
Mango,
right now so
Mango.
hard.
What does Mango say? Because I trust
What am I-
Mango.
No,
Or if I said I meant Ryan questioning me. But
I thought it was Ryan, Robbie, and Rybo.
No. Phil said Rob, Ghost
Ghost
Claw,
Claw,
and Rybo.
Rybo.
Yeah.
And Ryan, I think he was like, kind of.
Oh, so it was Robbie, and Rybo.
Yeah.
Not Ryan.
Yeah, not Ryan.
Oh, okay.
So if we look on the vote, right?
Mango,
I didn't
you're the
vote on Phil.
confirmed town.
So I didn't vote on Phil, and you heard Eric go shit, right? When the vote kind of went, I guess, a lot more lopsided than he expected.
I mean, I'll just say this: there's no one in my town circle anymore.
Oh,
Oh my god! I can't believe they left me alive.
that position, the position you're in, Mango, is the hardest one to be in.
It's the worst position to be
You're
in.
making
But
all the calls.
just to
Okay.
give you just to be forward with my thoughts, I'm still fine with killing Ryan as my number 1, and then Ghost Claw Trump tied for 2-3. Again, no one's ever really gotten back to the point that I keep on making, and it's the reason why I keep making it, and I've made it since day 2, despite Phil saying I wasn't being involved, is that everyone keeps ganging up on Rybo. And then he got criticized for being too defensive, and he was just trying to clarify the point that he made, because I've been there before, and no one's ever circled back to why. And I feel like it's just one of those assumed facts in the game that, oh, He's Mafia. Let's move on. Oh, I'm suspicious of him. Let's move on. And I think there's this positive reinforcement loop. And again, I think it hurts me because I can't say that Raibo's town, but everyone is so focused on making him a Mafia in the frameworks of all of their suspicions and circles that I can't get a real read out of him anymore because everyone just disregards him as Mafia.
And the fact that I'm quiet yesterday, like Mango, I put a lot of faith into you and Eric's reads. And the fact that I'm already suspicious, why would I go out on a limb and try to, I guess, bust myself by making ultra suspicion and then calling suspicion on people when I know I'm town? I don't want to get lynched. Therefore, I put a lot of faith into you and Eric's reads, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I felt like you were just latching onto us and just seeing scummy to me.
You guys are still putting me in your Mafia circle.
Okay. Okay. So this is at Mango and Kiwi. Okay. So the important thing today is you guys need to decide if I'm the real medic or not. Because if I'm not the real medic, then obviously, I need to die. But the deal is I'm the real medic, and I need to convince you guys that. And I believe you two are town. Mango, of course, and I do believe Kiwi is town. So that's a 3-person circle right there that I want to move forward with, but I need you guys to come to the conclusion as well so that we can move forward with...
I want to ask this of... So here's my, circle. If Storzerg is Mafia, right? I think it's somewhat likely that Kiwi could be Mafia as well. I don't know. That's just my thing right now. It's just a hunch. So if there's 3 Mafia, right? Who's the third one in that group?
If it's Store and Kiwi?
Yeah.
No, Mango, please don't.
Ryan's my
I'm just...
so I'm gonna
So
say
let me...
Ryan.
I
You
just
want
want
to
to
run through it.
I want to say this. So, since we're at a position where pretty much we need to make a correct lynch every day going forward, it's not a bad play for the Mafia to leave Store alive for multiple days, for the reason being that if he's alive for multiple days, the town grows more and more suspicious of him, and if we miss lynch one time, then we very well may lose the game. So it's, that's something you have to consider. We have to basically what I'm saying is we need to decide if we believe Store or not and move on.
Yeah, on that fact, I mean, I don't see much of an advantage of the Mafia leaving Store alive other than a small, just fake claim from
If
Store.
we lynch Store today and he's town, then,
guys,
Mafia wins.
I'm not saying that Store and Kiwi are definitely Mafia, right? I'm just saying they're probably same alignment, right? So I'm just, because this is an important lynch, I want to just put it out there.
He's looking at all the angles.
Yeah, I just don't see
Well, okay, then bouncing off that, Mango, I think you have Trump, who's hard defended me several times, and I guess if your original thing was Ghost Claw saying he wouldn't vote me yesterday, and then I don't know if there's any other connection between anybody else.
I'll continue to defend Store as well. I don't know if that helps you or not, but I mean, if you want my personal opinion, I'd continue to defend Store.
Okay, well,
I think he's
I mean, this is all for helping Mango right now. Like,
okay, so I believe Phil was town. He called out Rob, Ghostclaw, and Raibo. If I had to vote right now, I would vote on Rob.
Okay, I want one thing, before anything goes to formal. This is quite important. Okay, so Mango, I believe you were town, and the only problem is that you've been confirmed town from day one. I just want to confirm that there were better kills every single night, because we had.
My reads could have been wrong, and they just left me alive for that reason. Yeah.
I'm not worried about your. Yeah. What I'm worried about is that your Mafia sneaking under the everything, because
there's no way.
There's no way he could be
how
Mafia.
unlikely that is.
It's
There's
really.
no way.
I just
Unctus confirmed him as town, though.
That would, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna There's like a 2 or 3% chance that happened.
No, there's no percent chance because in order for that to
Well, there
happen,
is if there was a fake claim.
no, that means
No, he
Alan
really
would have
didn't.
had to have been Mafia.
And
that
nobody
was shot at night.
And nobody,
No, or he really wasn't Hypno and verified him. That's I'm
and
just
nobody
saying.
counterclaimed.
Chance.
Nobody counterclaims Hypno on Alan. Really?
Nobody
They want,
claimed either play. Like I don't think it's even worth discussing right
Yeah,
now.
it's not-
Like it really
Okay,
isn't. It's not worth our
guys,
time or energy.
guys, okay, so here's what I wanted. I wanted Mango to refute that. Like, I had Mango as like 97% town. I realized that I had him as confirmed town, but that I had been somewhat drinking through the night, that I may have made a mistake. You guys kind
It's
of
fine.
went...
No, for pointing out, it's fine. Like, I get looking at the angle. I think...
No, like, here's my thing, is that it would have been better to hear it from Mango to hear it from, like, 3 other people.
Well, here's the. I'm going to attack that and say it doesn't really matter because of how unimportant it is for him to give an answer.
No, I agree,
at
but
other
it just gives me peace of mind.
You should already have peace of mind at this point that Mango is town. It should be
I've
unquestionable.
had some comfort. I've got piece of shit.
Okay, well...
Okay, so I want to just go back to me at this point because it seems like that's where the conversation was going based off Mango thinking Phil was innocent and that his read was Mafia on me. The reason... The thesis, the reason why Phil kept circling back to me being Mafia was that I wasn't talking the day before, and I think I brought up several points, and I think that the first day or two I was still kind of like rewiring my mind to play Mafia again and kind of get used to like the whole he said, she said, and kind of like following like thought patterns and stuff. But I genuinely believe that for the past 2 days I have been very forthright with my opinions. I think I've voiced several things that weren't being said. I think that I've done good contributions, and I was quickly falling out of everyone's Mafia circle, including Phil, until he was on the chopping block. So I haven't been defensive of every criticism of me so far, but it's getting to a point that if I'm going to be this late in the game and be this invested into it, I want to make sure that I can do everything with my power now with what his points he was making to refute them. And I still believe that Ryan, like I've said for the past 3 or 4 days, I still think Ryan's still on my pretty strong lynch list. Mango, you kind of excused him after you liked his defense, and you admitted in the defense I've been misguided by him before, and the game was completely different then. It was, you know.
All right.
I think.
I want to hear from Trump.
Yeah.
Okay. So
solve this shit, yo.
Prison of Trump.
Yo. I wanted to talk a bit about something I realized overnight. So, Ryan. Well, there's a general heuristic that goes around that if
you're referring to me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rizilla. If it's sort of this Ryan game thing.
Right.
And I sort of feel in the same boat as Mango. I had a list. Now I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I still want to believe Storzerg, I really do, but he was left alive.
Ride the town train to victory. We gotta fly, man.
Like that being said,
where are you going with this Ryan game thing?
I don't know what's going on, and it seems by process of elimination, I actually should put you as my number 1, Mafia. That's it.
And you're saying you should. Are you saying you're going to?
I might.
Because here's the thing that happens with people is that they realize. So here's the thing that people also need to understand is that Mafia is supposed to be a confusing game. It's supposed to be a game where you don't know what is happening. And I think I've been unfairly labeled where, if people don't know what's happening, it's a Ryan game. That's unfair because that's the game of Mafia.
Oh, is that what people are saying by Ryan game?
Yes, it means that the town is confused and I'm Mafia and everybody's confused. It must be I'm Mafia.
Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific
Look,
time.
that being said, still, I was going to lynch you like either yesterday or 2 days ago, and the only thing that stopped me was your defense, which was good. But I wanted to lynch you then, and I was like, oh.
What do you think about Robbie? Because the more I think about it, regardless of what 3 people the Mafia are, Robbie seems to be in
I disagree.
Both those
groups. For whatever reason, and I understand that I'm more of a gut reader than a logic person. For me, Robbie is reading more town.
Then who are the three
Mafia has a
Master
Ghost Claw,
Chief,
right?
right?
Ghost Claw or,
Like,
or
Rob
that
is
makes me
Ghost
even,
Claw.
that makes me even
Ghost
more suspicious of you, Ryan, because this is all you always do this when one of your Mafia brothers is about to do it.
Ryuzilla, who would be your three Mafia then?
Hold on. Mango, can you clarify who you're talking about? Because I don't know the names.
Ghost Claw, sorry. I was
Oh,
talking about
Ghost Claw. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's most likely Ryuzilla, Ghost Claw, Raibo.
Okay, Ryuzilla, can you name your three Mafia?
The person I want to kill the most today would be Raibo.
And the other two being...
Next would be Rob Hamilton. And the third person I'm suspicious of would probably be Storzerg. I was thinking about Mango's circles.
No, like you can't have me there.
I understand. I understand, and I want you to realize that my reads are independent of each other, and I'm not making a circle read. I am making 3 independent Mafia reads, not saying these 3 are Mafia together. You must understand that.
I understand that, but what I wanted to do at the start of the game was have us clear me so that we can actually focus on the game, and tying me back in doesn't help at all. That's still, like, you're not talking about Trump or Ghost Claw, though.
You know what I just realized? The reason why after Ryan's defense that actually rescinded and I clear him for that for now was I actually thought he could be medic. He's obviously not. So
the whole reason Ryan gave a brilliant defense.
Yeah.
My problem was right now that he called out as far as I'm concerned, Mango and Store are the 2 confirmed town. Store could be Mafia, and Mafia didn't kill him, and this is just some crazy play.
All right, so let me explain what I.
All right, so I'm gonna save some time, and I'm gonna formal you, and then you can give your defense there.
Okay.
So I formal Ryan's. Does someone second it?
Second it.
Okay.
Okay. So I was thinking about what Mango was saying at the beginning of the day. What are the circles? What if there's a Storzerg Kiwi connection? And the conclusion I came to out of the people who are left is it would have to be Trump. So if Storzerg is Mafia, if Kiwi is Mafia, the third has to be Trump. Trump's been defending Storzerg and whatever. Now, I think that scenario where those 3 are Mafia is highly unlikely. So I think that the most likely scenario is that it is Raibo, Rob, and maybe Ghost Claw. If we're drawing concrete circles, what it has to be, then those are the 2 dichotomies that I've come up with. So I think it's much more likely that it is the quiet dichotomy rather than the verbal people playing a very good Mafia game. So I think that Raibo is the person that I want to lynch the most today. If you lynch me, there are 3 Mafia. The game absolutely ends, and Mafia absolutely wins the game. So Mango, being that you are the town, you must rescind this lynch on me, or the town loses the game. Raibo is who I want to kill, and then I want to re-examine from there. That is my defense.
Okay. At Mango regarding Ryuzilla, Phil did not have Ryuzilla on the list.
Yeah.
We don't know if Phil was the Mafia. It could have been anybody
the deal
that
is,
we
if
killed.
Phil was the Mafia, then you're the 4th, okay?
Guys,
If Phil was Mafia...
Let's look at what that means.
Look at what Ryan's doing.
Help me
Look
out,
at what Ryan's
okay?
doing, guys. Look at what Ryan's doing. He's putting pressure on me and hoping to buy himself another turn, which he does every time. If you want to hear a Ryan game, that is a Ryan game. He deflects
by another turn. Hold on, Ryuzilla. What do you... Raibo, what do you mean by another turn?
Another turn, another day. I'm saying that we had pressure on Rob, and then he deflects, right? Puts pressure on himself, and then puts pressure on me. This is what he does every time as Mafia, and I let it slide so many times.
Like we're at Lilo, right? So even if you think that I'm Mafia, even if you think that Ryan is also Mafia, I've been going hard at Raibo the entire game. As town, I want to go forward to another day, so we should still lynch Raibo.
Okay.
My concern was he said extra day when he should have said it would be game over. Like, there's
That's what I'm saying. If he's Mafia, so therefore he's trying to buy another day by lynching me as a town. So he
but
can
it wouldn't be
kill
another
two more
day.
people.
It would be game over. That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. I'm putting.
What was the slip? Store. What was the
See what
slip?
I'm saying, Store?
You guys are saying the
I'm
same
saying-
exact thing. You have different interpretations.
Yeah.
Same
No, no. He's saying there's an extra day, and I'm saying it's
Another-
game.
Right.
All right, so can we take it to vote?
Okay, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, listen. Okay, so I want town to understand this. If you're going to take it to vote, there are 3 Mafia. Okay, they only need 1 town, or I don't know, including me. I don't know how many towns they need, but they don't need many towns to win this game. Now, if Mafia see that 1 or 2 towns are voting, all of them can vote and end this game. So, Mango, I sincerely want you to take this lynch back.
His defenses are so good.
This is
Okay,
game
okay,
over.
Okay, right now, guys.
See the rest of the town. Go for it.
I want to rescind and talk about this defense because this is the second
my
all
Dude,
star.
Kiwi.
I am down.
I do
I'm
think we
sick
should
of
rescind
hearing
before we vote.
Ryan game. Like,
Wait.
my Mafia wins are not worth it.
Ryan,
Mango,
would
I
you-
think it's
Ryan, would you vote
that
with me on
Ryzilla
Ghost
and
Claw?
Rybo were Mafia together.
I actually have a
said
defense
extra day.
of all people. I have a defense of Riot. I just remembered after his defense. Okay, so he did repeatedly There's been a lot of pressure on Riot, and repeatedly he's been poking the people who have pressured. Yo, why are you off of me now? And I feel like that's a town thing to do, and that's actually part of. And I sort of forgot that. So he's not my number 1.
Rescind formal Ghost Claw.
So, Mango, I
Is there a second on Formula Ghost Club?
look. I think Ghost Claw is somebody I'm willing to go after. All I'm saying is when I've heard his defenses as a gut read. So usually Ghost Claw just feels like reserved and given up, and he feels kind of spastic in his defenses.
Dude,
Ghost Claw.
Ryan, if you're town, right?
Yeah.
And you believe Kiwi and Storzerg are town, or you wouldn't vote them off this round, right? Then who does that leave? That leaves Rob, Trump, Ghost Claw, and Rybo, right?
Yes.
And I think out of those, Trump is the least likely. So just vote for Ghost Claw. Who cares?
I want Rybo.
Who the fuck cares? There's only 3 Mafia left, right? If you cancel out all those people.
I'll tell you what.
I can't trust Ryan right now.
Okay,
I'm not willing to vote.
If you lynch me, you're gonna lose.
Even if you don't trust me, and even if you don't trust Ryan, if you think we're both Mafia, and you guys also believe in Rybo, I've been going on Rybo the entire fucking game. I think he's Mafia.
Like, the thing that got me was Rybo.
okay,
I really
please
felt
someone
Rybo
second.
slipped when he
Please
said
someone
an
second it.
extra day. Rybo said an extra day.
How's that
care.
flipping?
Mafia together, then Ryuzilla gets an extra day because
Ryan-
Rybo dies.
Stop, I don't care.
feels like the
There's
easiest thing.
no scenario where Ghost Claw is not Mafia in like my.
I'm 100% town.
Okay,
Right, you're right.
Okay, wait. Here's the circumstance. Okay, because either way, if Ghost Claw wasn't seconded, then I second it. But if Mango says there's no circle in which Ghost Claw wasn't Mafia, yeah, then
Your major defense of Rybo is the fact that he's nobody's defending him. Nobody's defending me either. If you think that's true.
I don't even
All right,
care
so
about
Ghost Claw,
Rybo.
Ghost Claw,
I
it's your defense.
care about the next round. I care about the most likely suspects.
Okay, whatever. Ghost Call. Give your defense. Yeah, give your defense. Let's hear it.
I mean, obviously, I'm 100% town. If you lynch me, we're gonna not go to the next day. And I do think that of the likely candidates, I keep ending up on a list. Ryan keeps ending on a list. Trump, I think, is also less likely. And for me, of course, that leaves Rybo, Rob, and Ryan. That's straight up. We're at few enough people, so you're really stuck with a 3-person read. And we all know that there's 3 people, and so that seems straightforward.
I counter your argument with my argument that I've been on Ryan since day 2.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. You're putting a circle between me, Ryan, and Rob, and I would
point
kill
I'm
both
making
of
is
them.
I have a question for Ghost Call. Ghost Call.
About Rybo,
What
I have
made
on Ryan.
you think that I was so town?
I think you're really
2
mad.
days ago, or even yesterday. Yeah, what made you think I was so town before I even claimed?
Well, I think you're really mad because your reasoning made a lot of sense to me. That's pretty.
No.
similar to what
Before
would
I
do.
claimed,
And then
what was your reasoning?
You read his town. That was it. You read his town, and you were playing like town, and I did call you out as being questionable, but I think you made town. I think after day one, which you were suspicious because you were playing slightly differently. I think going forward after that, you were playing pretty town. You were moving the town forward, and that's how you normally play. That's why I read you as town.
I have to back up Storzerg on this because part of the actually the only well not the only reason, but I felt Storzerg was town because him and I were having the same exact thoughts. For you to have Storzerg as town did feel weird.
I came out by myself with no other backup. Not like I was trying to draw circles or anything. I just thought that he was town. Yeah, Kiwi, go.
Ghost Claw, I have the same 3 questions I had for you, Rob, and Storzerg. 1, did we kill a Mafia on day 1? If so, who was it? If that wasn't the case, give us the 4 Mafia. If it was the case, give us the 3 Mafia.
I thought our very first glitch on Elohim was good. He read his Mafia me.
So Mafia, Elohim. So how many are left?
3. Has to be 3.
And who are they?
I obviously think it's Ryuzilla, Rob, and Rybo.
Which we're not in the same circle.
I think it's those 3.
Hey guys, the confirmed town left. Like, how much information are you getting out of this? Because I feel like again we're just gonna be talking.
Yeah, you should just go to it feels like you should just go to vote, and I know I'm town, so you're gonna lose if you end up killing me. Just straight up.
Rob, just to be fair, I'm asking the same question.
Yeah, it is the same question.
Oh no, I understand it's the same question. It's different days. There's different sets of information.
Yeah, what are you learning from it?
Let's just go to vote. I'm tired of this game and.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to the vote. Vote on Ghost Claw. All in favor of killing Ghost Claw in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Ghost Claw is dead. Mafia wins.
Thank you. I told you.
Fuck you guys. Really?
Unbe-fucking-leavable.
Unbe-fucking-leavable.
It was Mafia. It was Store, Kiwi.
Who was it?
Who was Medic?
No, it wasn't. Okay, so let me read out all the roles.
Who was Mafia? Mine was Mafia.
Mafia.
Who was Mafia?
Mafia was Rybo, Trump, Kiwi, and Elohim.
Thank you. Run
How
with me,
did
bro.
you guys
Run
not
with
kill
me.
Dude,
Okay.
you guys had me from like the 5 minutes into the game. I was like,
Can you say that again?
It was Rybo, Trump, Kiwi, and Elohim.
What happened on Vigi?
Wait, guys.
Trump was Mafia?
I have one thing.
Yeah, dude.
What's that you say?
How could you betray me like that, Trump?
Mango, I knew somebody infiltrated us. This fucking Trump.
I called that. Like,
Kiwi.
Well, Kiwi too. Kiwi was first.
This is why we don't roleplay, guys. It fucks us.
100%.
dude, I have no idea how I survived any day. Not even the first one.
Why do we do a serious?
And then let me go over the other thing. Cop was Unctious, Hypno was Alan, Medic was Storzerg, and the non-shooting Vigi was Cameron.
Okay,
Cameron.
Why did you shoot?
Stop, Cameron. Shut up, everybody. I'm going to explain. Here's what happened. So when we killed Neil, the day abruptly ended with no consensus on who I should go after. I was most suspicious of Ghostclaw, but then after Ghostclaw gave his defense, and the majority of the people who were hard town were no longer sure that it was Ghostclaw, I was not ready to just shoot fucking Ghostclaw, and no one else, like the other people I was thinking about shooting, well, everybody but Rybo ended up being town.
Killing anybody.
You
Killing
shoot a shot.
anybody would have been town beneficial. Killing me would have been town beneficial.
Stop. So here's the other thing. What I wanted to find out was if I did not think I was going to die that night because
You were so gonna die. What comes after gonna die?
people need to stop cutting me off. I didn't think I was going to die because I'm a very low priority town to have in town. Mafia would assume that I would shoot that night, and they would kill someone other than me. I wanted to find out if, when we made it to the next day, if we still had 2 kill power or not. If we did, and if we didn't, it completely changes who is actually, who is Mafia and who the associations are. And if I made it to one more night, I am much, much more likely to actually shoot a Mafia with my Vigi shot, whereas if I shoot a town that night, it becomes stupidly hard for town to win.
Cameron got greedy.
Cameron, I think you got greedy. But if you would have shot though, Cameron, it would have confirmed that you were the Vigi. There was a little bit of a possibility that somebody could have claimed to have been Vigi and shot you. Like that was a real possibility.
As Town, you should have shot me because it would have helped Town. The fuck?
Yeah.
Because we were suspicious.
It really would have actually.
Guys, I had a lot of fun being here tonight. I'm gonna try and make it more often, but I have to go.
Bye, Rob.
Bye, Rob.
If I had not died, it would have been a good play. But
Man, I had such a good read off Elohim because I was like, oh man, Eric must be Town and Ryazilla must be Town because he went so Town on them.
I took a risk and I ended up paying
Yeah, it was
for
a good story.
But it was a risk I wanted to try to take.
If you were gonna randomly pick someone, who did you just have no idea who to pick, or can you tell us like who would you have?
I wasn't strong enough on anyone. Like if someone had held a gun to my head and told me to shoot, I would have shot Ghostclaw.
They should have.
Yeah.
Like
there's no shame in killing Ghostclaw.
Yeah, that's okay. Especially
I was waffling
Mango,
because
how did we let Rival live that long?
right
Like,
after Ghostclaw had given his defense, like Mango and everybody was like, "Yeah, Ghostclaw is feeling really pounded."
Well,
we both
I don't know.
nailed him on day
It
one.
felt like the day was gonna go to Rybo, and then
Dude, I gotta be honest.
Ghostclaw.
My name must have been said at least 40 to 50 times that
Fucking
game.
listen to me.
And at least 40.
I have such a good
Dude,
read on
I
you.
wanted
Like,
to kill
it's
you
just- it's just
so much.
uncanny.
I think my day 2 defense kind of threw you off, and I was like, I'm just
Mango,
so
I
pissed that I'm
caught
not
this-
playing
It
good
was-
town, and
it
like
was
I
so
usually when I'm
much
town, I
day.
play such a strong
Extra
town.
day.
You know what I mean?
Your
But it's
defensive
true
play
though.
made it
That's
really
true.
hard for you the rest of the game. You not voting and defending me made it very
Wait,
hard.
so who was the first Mafia we killed again?
Elohim.
You got to work
Oh.
first vote, first kill. We were like,
First kill.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then
You guys just got so conflicted because you guys had like two different game paradigms. Like Phil was confused because Trump and Kiwi had like not voted had voted on Elohim or something, and so he was all conflicted on one end, and then Mango and Eric were on like the other end, being
Kiwi
conflicted
didn't
on like two different separate issues. Like you guys had hit Mafia, but on like two different sides, and you guys clashed on who was Mafia when you guys were all right at the same time.
I think an issue is everybody kept thinking that Mafia would be on the same side of the vote. That's why I kept being like, it's not everybody all together. They don't plan ahead.
Anyway,
Well played, Trump.
I'm gonna go conk out. I'm gonna go knock the fuck out.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
yeah, give you that alley oop.
That's why I
Yeah.
think that reading people as individuals is better than reading them as circles a lot of times, because sometimes it's very tough to pinpoint the circles, because we know we've evolved past all of the Mafia working together, all the Mafia busing.
Yeah.
You got to make your reads individually, or else.
Well, I could still hate foolishness though. I hate foolishness.
Are we
I
playing
tried
another
to
game?
help you. I tried to
I
help you.
cannot play another
I
game.
cannot play another
It
game.
is
Oh,
10:30. That
Dude,
was
you guys-
a
that game
4.5-hour game.
Play again.
Yeah, that was pretty long.
I played
Guys,
so
4.5-hour game.
Okay, everyone, can we just agree that currently I have 100% win rate as Mafia?
I mean, it's kind of annoying that you played the drunky card, though. You're like the goofy drunk.
Oh, come on. That's a brilliant card to play.
It's a brilliant card to play. It's just like, I think that you don't be Mafia enough.
Yeah.
If
Good
you
job.
Mafia as much as I have, you have an easier time.
Yeah,
I've been
like I thought we were about to go to vote on Bob, and then Kiwi's
been
like,
fighting
I have
for
to
weeks.
give Bob the 3 questions, and I was like, fuck.
I mean, we were basically fucked when we had the cop out in day one, but
And then the medic added too. Like, it
Yeah.
didn't matter though. Like, we played okay. It just wasn't good enough.
No, actually, okay, here's one big thing in favor of Town. Like, actually, there was a giant difference.
Right, that
Mango.
gif in chat's funny,
Like,
dude. You gotta.
Having Mango claim his town, like, you guys have no idea, like, how fucking strong Mango is. Like, Mango and T-Toss, and I am fully against killing them as Mafia Night 0 or Night 1 or whatever you guys play it as. Don't kill them, because Town needs Mango. Town needs T-Toss.
Well, I mean, I kind of messed up this game though.
Yeah, you.
T-Toss.
This game had a bad start.
T-Toss and Mango.
You had
no.
a great start. You
No.
killed somebody the first
No.
lunch of the game.
And then we found Ribo. Like in the first 10
Yeah,
minutes.
I was so hard on Ribo for so long, and then I don't know why I just.
Like literally, my.
I have no idea how I did it. Sir. I don't have no idea. How I
The
did it.
whole
Honestly, have
game, I
no
said we
idea.
should kill him. I even explained it, and you guys were like, nah.
Ribo, it's because me as Town advocating for your death means that it's
Dude.
inadvertently